Yeah, but I think there's a rawness to it, and I think it does take a certain type of performer because you have to engage a passing crowd that's not solely there just to hear you play. They're there to go shopping. So if you pull that crowd in, that takes an amazing skill, I think. So
Yeah.
from busking, you've now started to write your own music. You've got a new EP coming out called
Oh
"This Is
yeah.
Not Me."
Yeah. Thanks for mentioning it. I have been recording an EP which for what seems like a fairly long time. It's been in different sessions over the last year, and as we speak now, it's nearing completion. I'm looking forward to throwing that out into the big wide world and seeing what happens.
And who have you been working on it with? Who's collaborated on the EP?
My main collaborator is a friend called Jez, who again I met through busking. Jez, surname Wing. He's a troubadour and a composer and keyboard player. Yeah, he's just a great friend of mine, and I asked him if he would help produce my EP about a year ago, and we began the exciting journey that's brought us to this point.
And you've got some quite exciting musicians on there as well that you've asked to play on each track.
Some exciting musicians from Hebden Bridge. There was an open mic night in Hebden Bridge a few months back, and I played the song for Bernie at the open mic night, and there was a really great sax player playing off in the background. And afterwards, I spoke to him and said, "Oh, I'm doing my EP, and would you like to play on it?" And I'm a busker, and I busk on Church Street, and turns out he'd busked on Church Street in the 80s, and so
Wow.
was very happy to come and play on the record. So you can hear him whenever there's sax. It's a Stanley Stalwart from Hebden Bridge. Well, I don't think he belongs to any town, but currently to be found in the proximity of Hebden Bridge.
Tell us a bit more about Bernie's song.
It's a song about a real person, and she was somebody who came to watch me busk on a Friday and Saturday night in Liverpool. She passed away. She had problems with alcohol and lifestyle. She wasn't well, and so she was a character, a real character, an unforgettable character, just as likely to hug you as to beat you up. But I thought, it'd be nice to remember her, so I wrote a poem about her and then turned it into a song because I like songs that are about things that tell stories. Song for Bernie, and hopefully from her perch in purgatory, she's able to watch it right now. Well, watch it, listen to it.
Yeah, listen to it.
When it's out.
Yeah, it's quite amazing the coincidences between you and Stuart, the sax player that you both played on Church Street.
It is, yeah.
Kind of makes it more profound, doesn't it? How many tracks are on the EP? This Is Not Me.
It's going to be 5 songs, 5 days of the week, and it's a Friday. That's the thinking there, Fiona.
That's very good thinking, there, Johnny. Yeah, we like it. What's your favourite? Or is there? Oh, you can't possibly say what your favourite is, really? Or do you like all of them?
Well, they're all special in their own way.
Yes. Have they all got a story? Have they all come from somewhere, or just you just picked up a pen one day and just wrote one of the tracks?
Well, I'm claiming sole credit for all of them, but 2 of them I wrote with Jez. This Is Not Me was half of it was a song I wrote 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
And Jez and I finished it together because it was one of those things that just hangs around for years.
Yeah.
And the last waltz of the summer I was sat in Jez's room. I'd written some lyrics and we started singing a line, and Jez carried it on the piano, and the rest is the last waltz of the summer. And Song for Bernie, the chorus, that was also a co-write with a guy called Kipper, who is named after a fish. But there's nothing fishy about his musical ability. Hi, if you're listening, Kip.
Thanks for the chorus.
Well, no, the whole song was a collaborative effort.
Yeah, I really like Beautiful Morning. What's the story behind that?
Beautiful Morning came out of I had a bit of a rough time as a lot of young men, particularly between the ages of 18 and 24, have struggles, have battles, and I had a battle with depression. And as I was coming out of that, Beautiful Morning kind of came to me as I was sat in church, but actually having photographs taken for publicity shots. and I tuned my guitar into a drop D. So it's a kind of tuning that the guitar sounds good, whatever you do, basically. I wrote that song very quickly, and it sums up coming out of a dark time and into a beautiful morning, which is how I see life now.
Yeah, I really like it. I think it does sum that up. It kind of, it's uplifting.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Yes, I guess Beautiful Morning is one of my favourites, one of my 5 favourites.
How can we buy your EP when it's finally finished and mastered and everything? Will it be on your website?
It'll be on my website, on iTunes, anywhere really.
What's your website?
JonnyWalker.co.uk.
It's been lovely talking to you, Jonny.
It's been a privilege to talk to you, Fiona.
And I'm sure we'll talk again.
I'm certain we will.
If you would like to know more about Jonny Walker, go to www.jonnywalker.co.uk